JB. Who should I play with?
I thank God for the payment. That's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I get God over praises.
Beanies. I was thinking about the Chargers.
I don't trust in chariots or fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith.
But I know they got a good online and some shit on defense.
Take that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Game time in it. Game time. Don't follow trends. Take that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Game time. Run it up. 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 Run it up.
Yeah, my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the Riasi, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie. This flex know they ready. See, we went on the ride nobody wave. We the ones who started with it. Translation: Yanni had to buy Yanni at Yanni hits. This goes so hard with it. That's how you know we're lit. Grrr.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, it's an AFC North matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. Cade York set to do the honors here, and we are underway from Cleveland. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
Get set. 11 MT.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. The number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely, because remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football.
Yesterday,
but this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
In motion, left goes Boyd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
What'd you say?
There was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
From the 38, Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 3rd down, Burrow. And going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Oh my God, bro. He said you got to simulate.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Here comes Grant on the return. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10.
I'm playing Madden.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Watson. He'll find Schwartz complete right side. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays, because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Schwartz with it.
I should have went for the deflection.
But he does have 1st down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. 0 hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game.
So he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Well, for the offense, it looked like that drive had the makings of something good. They were starting to hit a groove, but the defense clearly had other ideas, not only to force the turnover, but to handle the scoring themselves.
Yeah, no panic in their eyes, was there, partner? Think about it this way. A Hall of Fame coach once told me the best characteristic he liked out of his teams was that they didn't flinch. This group, they got pushed back in an early series, kept their composure, and made a big play that swung the momentum their way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they get him down at about the 17-yard line.
DTZ had ran that same screenplay, just one play away from each other. And I picked it off the second time, and I messaged him after. I was like, be sure to keep that 3-play cooldown mindset.
The Browns drive about to get started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. But, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick.
Stupid.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize,
Patriots.
right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Now Burrow on first down.
Yeah.
Throw left side, complete to Chase.
Oh.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
It's a game of matchups.
No,
and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he'll be taken down as that will take
I had
us
him
to
in
the
that
end of the first quarter of play. After one,
That's when they had him
7-0
crazy
on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll give it to Mixon. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right back the line of scrimmage. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Oh, Joe, let it go, son.
Incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Oh. To TJ Watt, you put him on the board.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. And he moved left there, Charles Little. Danger play. He didn't throw toward that left side, went over the middle. Got the 6, though.
Yeah, he seems like the type of guy that when you told him as a kid, don't touch the stove because it might be hot, he touched it anyway. And this one, he got away without getting burned.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
Who you play? Bears. I ain't played him before. Oh yeah, he ain't your division.
Kevin McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
I can't even make off.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Shit, that's good. He started off at like a 54.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Watson.
Stupid. I know where you want to go. I was playing with you yesterday.
Picked by Logan Wilson.
Logan Wilson, your second pick six.
For a Bengals TD.
This one nigga's lucky I
ain't
got it,
out
Texas.
of hand early. They add a pick six to the ledger now. 3-score
The
lead
Beans.
still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders, it's not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick six. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The return from his end zone is Grant. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. He's going to let this one go deep.
That's Vaughn. Be for real, nigga.
Intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 41. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game,
21-0.
I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. An excellent game.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
What was it?
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay,
he's a superstar, ain't he?
Sometimes it's just a great play.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Oh, I'm thinking about Madden Rage. I mean, not Madden Rage. I'm thinking about what's it called.
Now Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about
from who? What team?
But as long as we're there at the
yeah, nothing.
Guys on the ground,
the Texans, you ain't getting shit worth his return. First
10,
season.
12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot
Not
of trouble.
A soul on that team is worth TJ. Maybe Stingley and something. Well,
they will throw on first down with Burrow. Finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on
TJ had the same value next year.
They might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now. Fire to these guys. They got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd.
You don't even have edge rusher elite on him yet. You just edge.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. This one hauled in by Sample. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Something we're seeing more of with the rise of the run-pass option. A legal man downfield, and that's going to back him up.
Here we go, here we go.
after the penalty. It's Mixon. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long.
Ah, it's a high ball.
Picked off by John Johnson. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. So that potentially an important takeaway here in this second quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one.
He's got a man complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Von Bell.
And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow, they'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Burrow looking to pass.
Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. And Burrow going to throw again. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
I got to get rid of it.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
11 MPs, hey! 11 MPs, hey! 11 Thomas.
Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
He completes it to Boyd.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will do it.
I'm not finna have the Patriots, I know that.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
This bitch.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back.
Oh, hey, Owuzie.
One drive.
What the fuck?
Maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark.
That was too close
and then
to
maybe
my
that'll
life.
carry over. The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson being chased out left.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now a first down throw. Watson
Going out wide, finds Chubb. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Again, it's Watson.
Here's Chubb, back-to-back catches for him.
He's out of bounds inside.
He only leaving if it's a good offer.
Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Oh, I mean,
They're very made trash cans. Got kicked over that type of speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now it's Watson.
Give me that.
And now here is another interception.
You said Jaylen Brown?
And the Bengals are going to get it
I
back
indeed
here just
do.
shy of the 20.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start
Trying to get him
the drive,
earlier.
a gain of 12 and a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Again, it's Mixon.
It's a pretty strong
Oh, they took
running
Joe
there
Mixon
as he'll take this
superstar away?
across
I
the
didn't even
50.
realize
And
that.
down to the 44.
11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 45 yards on the ground
just
for
like
him so
BTZ,
far. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
First down. Here's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon.
Get out of there, Joe.
Down, losing yardage back at the 40. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
11.
On second down, here's Mixon. A little juke. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
On one, right?
Now the Bengals on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
11.
Now it's Burrow. Open man is Higgins. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
McPherson's kick is good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Cleveland offense ready to go. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board, so if you're moving it...
Oh, the ball is out.
Damn it!
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
Man, I'll slap the shit out of you, Mike Hilton.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He's got the connection to Cooper. Watson hooking up with Cooper there for the Cleveland first.
And Brandon, from our time in college football,
we had a lot of
running the traditional NFL route tree. One thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed.
Give me that.
My goodness, another interception. And the Bengals are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at their own 19-yard line.
He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but
damn
this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses. And this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
12.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started.
At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
It's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like 1 possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. They always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. A gain of 22.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Watson looks to throw again.
Boy, what the fuck y'all doing?
Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. So they
Wait, no,
get
it
on the
was
scoreboard
reversed.
here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late,
Yeah,
but no
that's
0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead now down to 20. Oh, and did the Browns get it? I think so.
Boy,
yes.
Jamar dropped the onside kick.
Don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
Man,
that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter,
A
this is
minute
pretty much out of reach.
57.
And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but
the self-inflicted wounds. They've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up fourth.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Desperation time. Watson on fourth down. He's going to let it fly. And now there's another interception.
Ooh.
Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 41. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage to 37 on 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll drop this one down to Mixon, and he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field.
Enjoy them fucking Patriots, nigga.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Count all the rings. My team is the truth. But they some liars to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here with Vinny, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Make a choice. I need a
voice. Deep be hating and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man, I got painting, I boost up my rating, you know